Hey everyone, this is Monique Groves. I'm coming at you again with another short, quick video. Guys, I wanted to just encourage you today that God will order your steps. You can stop worrying. We spend so much time worrying about what's going to happen, what next, what should I do, will I have enough? We spin our wheels, and I'm guilty of it too, but we spin our wheels focusing on what we think can happen and what we think is going to happen. But the reality is, God will order your steps. When we align our lives to Christ and when we accept his will for our lives and we surrender what we want to do and we learn to live uprightly, God will order the steps that we need to take. So we don't need to be worrying about what should I do, what direction do I need to go in. No, we don't need to worry about anything, because the Bible says that the steps of a good man is ordered by the Lord, and that when we delight in his way, he will establish us. He establishes us through his will for his glory. So I'm saying this to just encourage not only you guys, but also myself, that we don't need to be worrying ourselves, walking around, is that going to happen? Oh, is there going to be a shutdown? Oh, this and that. Listen, guys, when we align ourselves to God, we are now kingdom citizens. We have a kingdom citizenship. So we don't need to concern ourselves with lack and defeat and fear, because those things are not of God. Those things are not, they don't have a kingdom characteristic, because they're not of God. They're anti-Christ. That is not the way of God. He has plenty for us. This is an abundant kingdom that we can take advantage of through our sonship. When we accepted Christ, we were adopted into the kingdom. Okay, and God doesn't lack anything. He doesn't sleep nor slumber. He's not weak. There's nothing that he can't do for us. So we don't need to be stressing out, worrying ourselves. All we need to do was really just align and surrender. Okay. So all this worrying that we're doing, all this, this overthinking that we're doing, we just need to stop. We just need to wait on God to order our steps. And honestly, he's already ordered our steps. Okay? So God is he's not going to leave us. He's not going to just abandon us like man will do. God has already put you and me in his thoughts. So when we align, his steps come. His instruction will come. He will tell you what you need to do next. Okay? He will tell you where you need to go. He will tell you what he is expecting. And I always think about the story of Noah when he was building that ark. You guys remember that? He was building the ark, and God gave him explicit instructions. Okay? Explicit instructions. He did not just tell Noah, okay, Noah, go off on your own, build that ark, figure it out. No, he gave Noah specific instructions. Okay? He did the same thing with Solomon when he was building the temple for him. For Christ. Solomon built the temple, and I believe it was Jerusalem. So God doesn't just leave us hanging. He knows what our needs are. He knows what we think about. He knows that. And he already has the door that he's going to open. He already has which door you're going to go through. He already has that prepared. Okay, he already has gone ahead of us and prepared our table in the presence of our enemy. He's already done that. Okay, so you and I, we don't need to be spending all of our time just worrying and panicking and, oh, is this going to happen? Is that? He knows what you need. He knows, he meets our needs. All right. He meets our needs because he knows what our needs are. He's attracted to our needs. So we don't need to spend any more of our energy. That's a much better word. We don't need to be spending any more of our energy panicking about what could be, what might be. I mean, we all do it. It's all just a part of our flesh nature. But the reality is that's fear. Okay? We don't operate in fear. We operate by faith. So faith is the substance of things hoped for, things not seen. So we use our faith, and that is what pleases God. So when we stop worrying, things just happen, things just flow. And God has already, he will already order those. Again, it's already really done. It's already done. We just need to trust and know and believe that God already has gone ahead of us, and he's done it. That's it. That's just it. Our worrying doesn't solve the problem. Our worrying will not heal us. Our worrying, our anxiety, it won't change the circumstance. In many cases, it makes it worse. Okay, so this was just a quick, short word of encouragement, and we all need it. Okay, I know we all are watching the news. You're hearing what's going on, a possible government shutdown, oh, the inflation. But guys, again, we are kingdom citizens. Okay, there is no lack in God's kingdom. There is no fear in God's kingdom. God says his ear is not too full, and his arms are not too short to reach us. So when he wants us to have something, he can make it happen at any time. All right, so we don't need to be overly consumed about the things of this world. Okay, let's focus on the kingdom. Let's focus on our kingdom purpose, our kingdom assignment, and ultimately just worshiping and praising God. And God will start to release the steps that we need to take. Okay, so guys, that's all I have. That's all I have. Okay, but guys, be blessed. Okay, be blessed. Walk in your blessings. Okay, focus on Christ. He is our help. He is our source, not the government. Okay, the government ain't your source. Man is not your source. All right, money is not your source. Christ is our source. He's the source of everything. And if he can feed the birds, guys, he feeds birds every day. He can feed us. He can take care of us. All right. So guys, until next time, again, if you're interested in those faith-filled books, guys, go check out my online bookstore, ShereePublishing.com. I have a lot of great stuff out there. But guys, until next time, take care. Be blessed. Bye-bye.